Hey everyone, it's Matt from Zenshop, and today I wanted to give an update on some cool stuff that I'm working on. Unfortunately, I can't actually show you this stuff just yet because it's not ready. But I think next week we'll get like a bit of a reveal of the stuff. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to just talk about like three topics, which are notifications, GDPR, and the pricing tier changes that I'm making as well. Notifications is probably like the coolest feature I'm working on right now. And it's actually like the final feature I think that I need to make before doing the release. So it's really exciting. I've gone through everything in the code base. And pretty sure this is the last like major bit of code that I need to do. And Yeah, and then we're going to be getting the beta done. Yeah, I don't know exactly how long this is going to take to do the notifications, but I've started scoping it out, and I'm not sure we're going to approach it like differently than how I did it in the past. So notifications are going to be built with the mindset of having ZenShop on multiple platforms. So we're going to support like mobile phone apps, native desktop apps, web browsers. In order to do that, I'm going to be creating these notifications as records in the database and having them stored in a way so that I can then dispatch jobs depending on the user's preferences, whether they want to have like email notifications, push notifications, in-app notifications, all sorts of things. Zenshop is also going to have a new bit of code in the front end, which connects the front end to the back end via WebSocket. And this is going to give me the ability to know when a user is actually online. So this is the sense of presence in the team and the app. We can then know whether a support staff is actually online or not, and do notifications depending on their state. So if they're online, then they'll get a notification like delivered differently than how they might be offline. So typically offline might be email, and then online might be like in-app notification. That is a fairly complex feature to build, but I have had experience building it before, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult. The only sort of hairy curveball bit for me is probably the WebSocket connection. But luckily, I'm using the GraphQL, Ruby, Gem, and Pusher. Those two libraries seem to really help delivering like a scalable WebSocket interface without too much code from my side. And the other thing I wanted to mention was the pricing changes. So I've been thinking quite a lot about this because it's important to build a product that like obviously people want, but also like it needs to be like profitable and scalable for me. I mentioned like in an earlier video about like search like might not be as easy to deliver for the free plan. Well, actually, kind of what I figured out is like this free plan is not a good plan really to like keep around like too long in the future. The free plan, like, it just doesn't like the stores that are using a free plan probably aren't really the stores that we want to keep using, keep on the ZenShop platform. And we really want everyone to be paying like a small amount of money just to like keep the servers running, keep all of that, the infrastructure going, because it does cost money to even just have a free user in a sense. Even if they're just taking away resources from like the paid users, you know. The free plan is actually going to get transitioned now to like a trial period, which I think was a smart way to deal with it. So everyone will actually get like a really good 1 month free trial, and that gives you all of the features that ZenShop will provide. in that 1 month period. And then at the end of that 1 month period, I'm planning to like give the store an option of whether they want to like continue on a different plan, like a pro plan or a max plan. And if they don't, then we can just close the account and end the trial. Um, but it did kind of worry me that moving to this plan, given that all of the existing users are currently on free plans effectively, and I didn't want to like upset them too much because like obviously moving these people to a pay plan, they might not be happy with that. I don't really know. I haven't like asked them too much about it, but I'm just going to assume that like it's not really a great thing for those users. So actually, what I want to do is, these users that are using zenshop currently, we're going to have a special plan for those people, and it's going to be effectively the max tier plan, but it's going to be available for free. And the reason why I'm kind of doing this, probably might like surprise you, but like uh, those users are kind of special users for me because they've actually been using zenshop now for over a year at this point, like maybe a year and a half. And like it was very early days. Like zenshop like really had a very basic minimal set of features. It still does. Like the current version of zenshop that's on the actual live web is very minimal, but like these users used it, and they still use it now, and it's not like one message a week or something. It's it's like quite a few customers coming in, messaging them, and then the support staff dealing with it. And I think it's lovely. So those users, I want to like reward them in a sense because they were like my first users. So they're going to get a special plan. I was thinking of calling it like the Super Saiyan or something like that, Dragon Ball Z kind of thing. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not though, so I have to like check whether I can actually use that terminology. But they have the plan is to give them like a special portal, which like makes them aware of the fact that they're on this special plan, and they actually have a direct communication with me as well. Because if they have any problems or they have any issues, they know who to talk to. And if they have any suggestions of like features and things, they'll be able to like quickly make a feature request. And also, planning to like actually try and understand who these users are. Like I've been very lazy, to be honest. I haven't really got to know my users that much, but I'm going to take the time to actually like basically like learn who my users are, and why they use zenshop, and what their business needs are, and I'm gonna like put it on my wall. In fact, like in this flat here, like and just like write down the people and the companies, and like the use cases and things, and just really try and serve those users really well. So like the fact that they might not be paying is not an issue. It's actually more of a connection, and I want to like try and learn as much about them as possible, and then build a really good product for them. But at the same time, like new users after this period are going to have to pay, like because it just like it's not sustainable for me like to like onboard more and more users on a free plan. And it's not to say I don't value their like them as a user, but like I really kind of can't like afford to have more people using it like for free. So yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, I'd love to hear any comments or feedback you have on those points. Yeah, and I look forward to giving you another update on the push notifications, and then hopefully a further update on how we're doing for the beta release, because that will be coming soon. Thanks very much. Bye.